Good morning, it's Friday the 6th. I'm FX Plu and this is the Market Brief. And I'll start with a question. Why do you think Boris Johnson has avoided an interview with Andrew Neil? Neil even called him out over Twitter, outlining the planned focus of the interview, which was mostly based around whether or not Johnson and some of his promises can be trusted. Now, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want a grilling by Andrew Neil any more than the next guy. But despite that fantastic idea earlier in the year, FX Plu didn't enter the Tory leadership race or indeed call this election. So what is going on? Is Boris chicken? Who knows? Is the party concerned that he may get boxed into a corner so tight that it may reverse the lead in the polls? That would be oddly cautious, oddly conservative, excuse the pun, because apart from the odd wobble throughout the campaign, it's fair to say that he has out-campaigned the other leaders. But who knows, that may be more due to better campaign management, and avoiding Andrew Neil may be part of that campaign master plan. Who knows? It's been a strong week for sterling. The idea of that Tory majority has helped drive it to 131.65 against the dollar and 118.50 against the euro. And the market seems to feel that as long as they avoid any major incidents, I don't know, perhaps like an Andrew Neil interview, then it should be fairly plain sailing next week, certainly if the polls are to be believed. Away from all that election guff though, it's Non-Farm Friday, and that means the sweepstake. So what are we looking at this time? Well, the headline estimate is for around 180,000 new jobs to be created. But if you consider the recent US data, which has on the whole been a little disappointing, then 180 could easily look a little toppy. Incidentally, it's the polar opposite from last time out, when preceding data had been a little better than expected, and then the non-farm payrolls fell out of bed. That's just worth mentioning for all of you who rely on pattern analysis or blind superstition when placing your bets in the sweepstake. The market is expecting an upward revision from the last reading, but that's unlikely to bridge the 50,000 gap up to 180. And anything less than 150, 160 could see the dollar come under pressure. That could give Trump a nice early Christmas present of a weaker dollar, and could even allow Boris to champion sterling strength on the way out of Europe. You literally can't make this stuff up. For what it's worth, I'll probably be aiming for about 165, 170 when the pot comes round. Or will I? Will I be bullish at 195 in case any of my colleagues are watching? All the bluff and double bluff, that's half the fun in currency transfer towers. But what do you think though? Pop a number in the comments below, please. Come on, let's have a flutter. We'll be on it. I'll see you later. Have a lovely day.